Well, hello, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome back to Grizzly Bear Sims YouTube channel, and welcome back to another live stream episode of the Old Guy Farm Single Player Challenge. And hope you are all having a wonderful, wonderful weekend, wonderful Sunday. Just checking my audio levels here right quick before I actually get going in the game. Let's go ahead and get started. We'll let our game load up here. And again, hope you all had a wonderful, wonderful weekend. Hope you had a very blessed Sunday and Sunday afternoon and all that good stuff. And if you happen to be already, or if you happen to live on the other side of the world and you're already involved in your Monday, then hopefully your Monday, your work week is getting off to a good start. And certainly not looking forward to going back to work, but you know that is life, and so that's what we do. So this is basically our second autumn, and it's our second game day of autumn, as we sort of roll out of our house here and go through the motions and do what we do every single episode. We pick up the eggs, get our eggs collected, and all of that good stuff. All right, so we'll go ahead and run in and grab our telehandler. We can turn off our flashlight, I suppose. This is maybe a bit of an unexpected for me to stream tonight. I wasn't 100% sure if I was going to do anything today, game-wise. I did record a couple of episodes of Farm Sim on the Old Guy Farms Mountain Valley farm map that I am doing a Let's Play on. And so I got a couple of episodes recorded, and also recorded a episode of Car Mechanic Simulator 2018 that will be airing on my channel starting on Tuesday. Going to do kind of something a little different. I'm going to kind of do a Let's Play, which I'm going to call The Grind, G-R-I-N-D, and that's going to kind of be how I showcase the career mode aspects of Car Mechanic Simulator 2018. Again, it's going to be called The Grind, as we just kind of grind out our career, doing basic jobs and slowly but surely increasing our XP and our money and all that good kind of stuff. And then also I'll do some, and those episodes I would guess will be into my normal 25 to 30, 35 minute type range. And then let's see, let me just check the animals and their food level here right quick before we get too involved. Hay and grass, I think, let me see. No, we don't need to actually do the greenhouses today, but I think we probably should go ahead and feed a bale of hay. I should have done that before I parked the telehandler. But oh well, it's okay. It'll give us time for the sun to come up and all will be good. So anyway, that's going to be called The Grind, and that's going to basically be, like I said, just a career mode kind of stuff, doing brake jobs, doing that kind of work. And then I really enjoy the other specialty aspects of the game. For example, doing the auction finds and stuff like that. And 2018 has a brand new sort of aspect to it. They've got barn finds, and they've got junkyard, the ability to go into a junkyard and pick parts and stuff like that. So those are going to be kind of cool. Of course, the auction builds and stuff, the way I kind of like to do auction, and most likely how I will do junkyard finds, will be very similar to how I did auction stuff in 2015. And that is that basically you buy a car and you basically strip it down, and you replace everything that you cannot repair to 100%. You replace it with brand new parts, and then you obviously try to sell it for profit. So that's kind of a cool thing to do, and that will obviously take longer than 30 minutes to do a full teardown of a car of some kind. and so we'll do some of those as well, and that will probably be a little bit different, but obviously the grind is going to be just, you know, sort of grinding it out and doing the career type work to get everything done. All right, so if you were with me for the last episode, you know that I did sort of shift gears, and we started doing a little work on picking up the sawdust. That's really not going to work well for me. It's a very slow process, and I don't think that the the value add, or the return on investment, I should say, is going to be high enough to continue to really do that. So basically, we're going to more or less abandon that little project, and just go back to log cutting, and just basically earn our living that way with cutting logs, and sort of forego the whole sawdust thing, or the wood chip thing, because again, it's not going to produce. Well, I could not connect to the trailer that way. Come on, silly me. I should have looked to see which way the trailer was pointing before I attempted to back up to it. But anyway, this will be much better for us, much more productive for us, and I think will sort of help us be able to keep up with the others that are, you know, busy working both timber as well as other things. So this trailer and this truck has an odd situation about itself, where when it gets up and the wheels come off the ground, you basically can't steer it, but that's okay. All right, so we're going to basically leave this right here, but pointed this direction, because we're going to do some work down here with the timber stuff. And I guess while we are here, let me go into P, and I'm just going to go ahead and sell this. I'm going to go ahead and just sell this wood chip doohickey here. We're going to take a little bit of a beating on it by selling it away from the farm, but we'll just say that somebody came by and gave us a pretty good deal for it, and that's how we're going to deal with that. So no more wood chips. It was still worth, you know, it was still worth investing in the larger tipper, just simply because we will be able to carry more material down to the sell points and stuff a little bit more efficiently, and also be able to make less trips transporting the material off of the fields. So that will be fine as well. And we'll just go ahead and drive this Ford tractor on down the hill and put him back at least a little bit closer to the main farm for now. So yeah, second day of autumn. Again, episode number 38 is the episode number. So we are well on our way to the finish line. Well, maybe not too well on our way. In my opinion, the mission should have been left out of the challenge. Well, and thanks for watching from Twitch. I appreciate that. The missions are basically tightly controlled with the challenge. We can do one mission per day, which is obviously better than, you know, doing missions all day long. But yeah, we can do missions each day. Of course, there's really not a mission for us to do right now, at least on a field that we really care about doing a mission on, and our crops obviously are still growing. All right, so we're going to go ahead and get in up here and get started with our chipping and stuff. We're going to take out some of these other trees over here that have been left standing over here, some of these shorter trees, and sort of get back into a money-making operation here, and try to make today count as much as possible with regards to hauling timber and everything. Now, I've also turned off the sawdust mod, so we're not going to have piles of sawdust either, because if we're not going to be picking them up, then we might as well not have the piles of sawdust on the ground, because it does tend to get in the way, and it does tend to cause us some problems. So With regards to the challenge, Storm Rider SD, and again, thank you for watching from Twitch. I'm sure that future challenges that do come about will have some revised rules and regulations. I'm pretty sure that cutting trees just wherever you want to cut trees is going to be something that is not going to be allowed. I think that the guidelines will be that trees can be cut down around fields that you own, and basically outside of that they'll be restricted. So in other words, we can't just go off and start cutting trees down in somebody else's near somebody else's home or near somebody else's fields or whatever. And if you want to have access to those trees, then clearly you could buy those fields to be able to do that. Austin Weller, thanks for stopping by. I'm doing excellent, with the exception of the fact that I've got to go back to work tomorrow. I couldn't have asked for a better weekend. It was a little bit cooler here in Denver. As a matter of fact, tomorrow it's only supposed to be about 65 degrees for the high, which is going to be just pretty darn cool for August. It's going to be nice to have that milder weather. But then I'm sure it will heat back up again. It typically always does. We always usually get a little break or reprieve during the summer months. Usually it comes in, can come in July. We've had cool temperatures in July before, where we have a little front that comes through and just kind of cools things down. But in any event, we will take it and we'll enjoy we'll enjoy the milder temperatures. Wow, that is sweet, and suck you got to go back and you're still going to stream. Well, I'm just going back to work because tomorrow is Monday. I've been working. I was on vacation the first part of the first week of July, but I've been back to work since then. And yeah, I'm going to stream and finish out the challenge. I usually stream Monday through Friday, around 7:30 or so Mountain Time. So about this time is usually when I go live. I went live a little bit earlier today, just because I was just sort of in the mood to come downstairs and play a little farm sim and try to get another episode recorded. You know, get them done and get one step closer to the finish line. Yeah, my wife and I are planning a little mini break in the fall. We're gonna go back to Rocky Mountain National Park, back to Estes Park, where we spent the 4th of July holiday. We're gonna go back there in the first week of October. So that'll be nice. Hello, Bipolar Prophet. Welcome to the stream. Thanks for stopping by. Just doing more forestry, making money. Trying to make money anyways. Probably try to go after a few gold nuggets before before it gets dark today. Hello, Farmer Klein. Welcome to the stream. I thought you were streaming. Ah, yeah, I saw you were doing Mountain Valley. Yeah, I actually played a little bit of Mountain Valley this morning. I did a few episodes to get my stuff kind of ahead of schedule. So I've got some videos for this week. So mainly I can just concentrate on the challenge stuff and yep, enjoy that map. That's a cool map. Of course, you're playing a slightly different updated version. It does look a lot different without the trees, BP. It certainly does. That is a very true statement. Actually kind of looks different all over the map where I've kind of clear cut some trees. Looks completely different. Okay, so Farmer Klein says Rubber Burner finally has one day of winter showing. He was all excited because it was rain, as if one day will tell the tale for the other 5. Yeah, exactly. Wow, he is really taking his time. I know he's busy, of course, and that was kind of a joke, but gosh, I'm glad that I'm halfway through the second year. Well, and that's probably true, BP, for me for 15. I may have cut a little bit more than 6 trees in Farm Sim 15, as I did a lot of stuff in 15, basically to kind of earn money as far as forestry goes. I set up and would do wood chipping and stuff like that. But yeah, this, I don't know what the count's going to be up to with on this map, but doing 300 trees on Mountain Valley. I think, and I'm pretty serious when I say this, that I think that forestry is probably going to be dead for me, with the exception of maybe needing to cut a tree here or there, whatever makes sense for the purpose of fields and stuff like that. I'm not going to go down there like that. But as far as going through and clear cutting stuff like this and doing this much forestry, no, I don't think I see myself doing this much forestry again for quite a while. I'll have to give my viewers a lot of other things to see. Now, forestry has its place. I know that there are some folks that may not believe that. But it does have its place in the game, or it can have its place in the game, I should say. This tree is just causing me some problems right now. Come on. Well, I'll just put you over here then. Aiden says, I love cutting down trees. Well, you know, and it is somewhat relaxing. I mean, I've enjoyed it. It's been an interest. Well, I mean, I've enjoyed it because of the nature of the challenge and everything. I think that is maybe a little bit more truer statement. I would probably prefer to do more traditional farming, but sort of the way that I play a map, I don't always play in career mode, meaning I don't always start with limited funds and slowly build my money and everything up like that. I will often kind of come in with you know, sort of a cash advance or something, or sort of play things as if it's an existing farm, and I enjoy that. I enjoy the many different ways that you can go about playing the game. There is no right or wrong way to do it, but obviously with the challenge having distinct rules regarding exactly what we can do and how we could start and all that kind of stuff. You know, obviously doing day in and day out of forestry, excuse me, is proving to be a good moneymaker for us. But of course, it will be interesting to see how that, you know, how that compares with what others are doing. I mean, obviously, you know, like Farmer Klein as an example, he's doing farming as well, and he's also doing silage bales. So my guess is that his silage bales are a lot more profitable than, say, our wheat, barley, canola, those types of traditional crops. And so it will be interesting to see if, you know, just where things kind of pan out. Oops. There we go. Yep, that's right, BP. To each their own. That's why I say there's no right or wrong way to play the game, and that's not, you know, that's not trying to be fancy with words or anything like that. But you know, it's whatever. I mean, I will be the first to admit that, you know, I don't think that your traditional type of farmers are operating equipment like this unless they are actually tree farmers or something. But you know, I could see where it was interesting to put it in the game. I mean, I'm guessing there was a demand for it, otherwise maybe Giants wouldn't have done it. I do sometimes read things out on their forums that a lot of the more fans of forestry seem to think that Giants often sort of neglect forestry, and that they really didn't do that much to enhance forestry from Farm Sim 15 to Farm Sim 17. I think they actually did. I think the dynamics and everything are a lot better in 17 than they were in 15. But that's absolutely right. That is absolutely right. It's that's why I say there's no right or wrong way to do it. Well, so many of these trees are so short. I probably should have moved into a different area, and I suppose we could still do that. I've got to just make sure that there's a really tall tree over there. What's your favorite chainsaw? I typically always go for the Husqvarna. How do you get that new fill trailer to work? I can't get it to work. Well, what are you trying to do with it? You got to open the back panel. You've got to make sure it has fuel in it. If you're going to actually use it to refuel something, it needs to have fuel in it. Plus, you also have to start the pump, the fuel pump on it. So there's options. If you look in your F1 menu, you should be able to see what all you need to do to get it working. Yeah, mine too. Well, I've still got some timber over here I need to... oh, no, I don't. I just thought I did. I thought that rock over there was... put this here. I thought that rock over there was wood, but it's not. you can't get the back panel to open. Well, you have to be standing near the back panel, and then it's an F1 option. If you can give me just a few minutes, if you'll just stay tuned, I will go up there, but I'm going to cut down a couple of more trees first, and then we'll go up there and grab the log truck and then make a run and haul some timber in. Luke Newman, hello from North Dakota. Well, hello from Colorado. How's everything up in North Dakota? Is that cool front hit yet? Don't really know which direction the cool front is coming from. I don't know if it's coming out of the north or if it's coming from the northwest, but tomorrow's only going to be about 65 here in Denver tomorrow, which is obviously a good thing. We could certainly use the milder temperatures. All right, let's set this down. I'm going to tab up on top of the hill. All right, so I've only used it once, but I was able to get it to work just fine. So the F1 menu says activate service function, and that's M to open the backup. And then you've got the service menu, and you can do repairs and stuff by hitting R. If you come up here on this side, you'll get the start fuel pump, and that's M to be able to fuel. So there you go. If it's not working for you, then perhaps maybe try re-downloading it, or maybe you have another mod conflict or something like that that's preventing it from working, but I don't really know what else to tell you. It just sort of works. Left side, and it works quite well. I mean, like I said, I've only used it once. I just bought it just a couple of episodes ago, and we bought it to bring it up here to refuel the Scorpion. And that's okay. You don't have to, Storm Rider SD, you don't have to chat much. That's okay. Chatting is completely optional. I don't talk a lot sometimes as well because I'm busy. I'm busy playing the game, so I certainly understand. I do try to chat. I do try to stay, you know, sort of in tune with what's going on in the chat. It just kind of depends on what the tasks are that I happen to be doing, because sometimes it is a little hard to keep an eye on the chat screen and also drive and back up and do stuff like that. So hang on, let me see if I can get a couple more of these logs on here. Alright, we'll see how this works out. But outside of that, if you can't get those combinations to work with that service trailer, then it could be that the mod was damaged when it was downloaded, and maybe you can try downloading it again. Outside of that, I'm really not sure what to tell you, unfortunately. I think it's a great mod, and especially it's a great mod because it does work with the seasons mod, which means that you can do your maintenance and stuff, your regularly scheduled maintenance stuff, um, quite easily. Not have to drive, slower vehicles that take a while if you don't have a repair point at your main farm. Not all map modders put that functionality in. And if you have to drive things all the way back to the store to do maintenance, and obviously that's going to be a time saver and money saver and all that good kind of stuff. CWC Gaming and Diecast Cars, no, I'm not on Xbox, I'm on PC. I should probably put that in my, should probably put PC in the subject line on my video titles, because that question comes up quite a bit. But some really nice tall trees in here, but we need to save this flatter area for wintertime, because let's take a look at our winter forecast. Yep. First 3 days of winter is snow. So pretty much what I anticipated, especially after I heard from Farmer Klein that Old Guy Farmer had the same winter weather forecast, which was mild, a second year in a row. I sort of figured that, well, that might mean that we might have a tough winter for a second year in a row, and it looks like that is going to be the case, unfortunately. Good job. All right, got all of those. So many of these short trees just have like 2 cuts to them, and that's just not very much profit out of those, unfortunately. I parked the Ponzi right in the middle of the way. Elijah Howard, hello and welcome to the stream. Thanks for stopping by. All right, we're going to move up the road here a piece and pull some of these trees off the side of this one hill and just work our way down. Try to stay in this general area, and then I'll tell you, these trees are just not very tall. These will work. I don't remember cutting these, but I guess we did. There's stumps there. Tell you what, let me get in these trains and slow these guys down. Because if I don't do that, that's going to be a problem for us at some point. right, let me tell you all a little bit about my giveaway. For those of you that have watched my episodes quite regularly, you've heard this about 38 times, but I will go ahead and tell you anyway. So I'm giving away 3 copies of the upcoming Giants Farm Sim 17 DLC expansion Platinum Pack that's coming out in mid-November. That is the way. The way to win is by following the information down below the video screen, and we'll get you everything that you need to do as far as registering goes. You do need to watch my videos. You also need to be a subscriber of my channel as well. In each episode, I announce a code word or a keyword, and that code word or that keyword will basically be a word that maybe has something to do with the game, Farm Sim, the activities that we're doing in the game, or maybe something else that perhaps I've talked about during the course of the live stream. And in today's episode, that's going to be something that I spoke about earlier in the broadcast. I talked about a new game that I'm bringing to my channel, a new game that I actually own. And so I'll go ahead and tell you what the keyword is now. And the keyword of the day is Car Mechanic Simulator 2018 is the code word. So basically follow the instructions down below the video to send that to me, and that will prove that you have watched the videos. And you can enter up to 1 time per video. So if you're really industrious about it and you really want to try to increase your chances of winning, you can watch all 72 episodes. That will of course be part of this whole challenge. It will take 72 episodes to get everything done that we need to get done. That is of course 3 years at 6 seasons per, or 6 game days per season in 3 game years. So a lot still to do. We're just a little over halfway in the fun of the challenge. Still lots more trees to cut down, I'm sure. And if you want more information about the challenge itself and essentially what it is, why we're doing what we're doing, and all that kind of stuff, you can get that information from the link down below. And I encourage you to check it out. The challenge is no longer open for new participants, just simply because there's only, well, like I said, 72 episodes is what's got to be done. And November 1st is the deadline, so as you can kind of tell, there's not a whole lot of daylight left between now and November 1st. I think we're probably down inside of about 90, 80 days, something like that. So they have shut it off. That's a really tall tree right up there that I want. That's a cool shadow down below. Kind of hoping the train comes by. Of course, this tree, cutting this tree off, is liable to send us flinging off the side of the cliff, but you know, Giants physics and all. Let's see, is the train coming? Not yet. Maybe we can get it. It is coming. Hang on. Are we off the... Just barely. We're just barely gonna keep on going, BNSF. Don't hit our tree. All right. These are some nice trees. Anytime you can cut a tree and get 3 to 4 logs off of it, that's going to be your, that's going to be profit for you. That's going to be good, plenty of good money off that. I think that's it for all the really, really tall ones. Let's see what might be left over here. Scorpion will go just about anywhere you want it to go in the summer and the fall, pending you have no snow on the ground. But once you put the snow equation in the mix, then all bets are off. Train's coming. We are seriously caught on that. Where there's a will, there's a way. Never give up. Rubber Burner Gaming, welcome to the stream. Yeah, I've got some laughable moments, that is for sure. We're playing chicken with the train and trying to get our lumber cutting in unison with the train, so when we see the train go by, we try to get up, get across the track, get a tree and grab it back before it comes back around. And man, I tell you what, this day has just gone by so quickly. We should have been back here. We should have been back here all day today. We should have been after this tall timbers instead of the shorter ones. Rubber Burner, I heard you can see your first day of winter weather forecast, and I hear that you're pretty excited about the fact that it is rain. Look up at mine. First 3 days of winter is snow in the forecast, so I'm bracing for the exact same weather forecast that we had last winter. Because, well, why wouldn't it be different?
Alright, there's one more really nice tall tree back there we're going to go get, and then we will start hauling some wood to the timber mill if we can see. That is sort of the challenge with nighttime, is that it's kind of hard to see the logs. But that is a nice tree right there. Definitely want to add that to our collection. We'll haul this to the timber mill and then most likely go ahead and get back to the main farm, clean up after the sheep, collect the eggs, and call this stream good. Let's see, is this our shortcut here? Yep. All right, that is done. And now let's just clean up after the sheep, collect the eggs, and call this one a wrap. Actually, I misread that forecast. I misread the winter forecast. Actually, it's only the first day of winter that we have snow. I'm sorry, the icon in the upper right of the square, that's just to designate that it's actually winter. So actually maybe not so bad. So we got winter, we got snow the first day of winter, and then we just have sort of partly cloudy conditions for the next 2 days. So we'll see what that reveals in the game day 4 of winter. But I will certainly take that over snow all of those days. Yeah. So my bad, I misread that icon. I think I'm just paranoid over snow. All right, we'll head back, park this in the barn, collect our eggs, and fast forward through the night. Hopefully we can do some harvesting tomorrow. That would be cool to be able to do that as we run into the wall. All right, good stuff, good stuff. Okay, we'll do save our game, and then we'll do Alt N. And there we have some rain, and it went away. That's nice. Save our game again. And still no crops to harvest. Okay, so that's disappointing. So it looks like we'll have another day that we won't be able to harvest. Let's take a look and see how much we made today. Certainly was a much 72,000 unsold wood. Not too bad, I suppose. And our greenhouses are still making a good profit for us at 8,000 and some change each and every day. And we'll get that average up. Our goal is 2 million by the end of the year. Why don't you get the tracked scorpion? Because I don't think, Elijah, I don't think it'll really make that much difference. Plus, I've already invested in the one that I have, and I would lose money by making that change. Okay, we're going to go ahead and quit our game, back to our login screen here. And then I will tell you all, thank you all so much for watching. I do appreciate you watching my live streams. I should be back on again tomorrow night around 7:30 Mountain Time, at 7:30 Denver, Colorado time, and 6:30 Pacific. And what would that make it? 9:30 Eastern time. So anyway, thank you all so much for watching. I appreciate that. And we'll see you on down the road. Take care now. Bye-bye.